Hi, my name is Carl Daikeler, and I'm the chairman and CEO of Beachbody, a $400 million a year direct marketing company that created health and fitness products like P90X, Turbo Jam, Insanity, and my healthiest meal of the day, Shakeology. A few years ago, we established a network of distributors, we call them coaches, to reward people who get healthy and fit, who inspire others to do the same. Well, last year, we wanted to see who could be the most productive during one of the hardest times of the year to get people to start a new fitness program, the end of the summer. And when we saw the results, the top was a who's who of people who not only have figured out how to succeed in the Team Beachbody business, but who know how to lead a team. For a closer look at just who these special people were, I visited each of the top coaches to find out why they were so successful. And what I walked away with was not only some incredible insight into what it takes to be successful, but a new appreciation for the quality of people who are attracted to a business that, at its very core, is about helping people. You'll see what I mean. Hey, it's Carl. I'm here with Hillary Kelly, who was one of the top 10 producers in the August Chairman's Challenge, and it was an amazing run. I mean, we had so much activity, but you could really tell who had dialed it in at this time of year when people aren't really thinking about fitness, they're not thinking about starting a business, but yet you were so productive. Let's talk about how you got into this whole thing. I mean, what were you doing before you became a Team Beachbody coach?
Well, I was about a year after I had Logan, and I was about 225 pounds. And I was just fed up with how I felt. I was like, you know what, this is it. I saw one last picture of myself from Christmas, and I was 34 years old, and I'm like, I don't look 34 years old, and I'm tired, and I can't find something nice to wear, and I don't feel good about myself, and I needed to do something. It was just time for me to be healthy for them, for myself, and I want to be me again. I want to be somebody that can function and be happy. So that was really, I think, it was just I made that choice that day, and I just didn't look back. I made it just no excuses. I'm going to do this. I know I have all the tools to do it, and it worked.
You got some great results. I've seen the photos. Yeah. How does it go from being somebody who's doing some DVDs at home in a workout to somebody who is actually a person with real prospects for creating wealth with that very same program? How did that transition happen?
Well, even before I decided to become a coach, as I started losing weight, people see me on the street, or people that hadn't seen me for a long time, they're like, what are you doing? You look really good. And I was already telling them, like, oh, you got to try Turbo Jam. You got to try Chalene Extreme. It's awesome. It's what worked for me. You got to try. I'm drinking the shake. It's really good. And I'm like, well, I'm kind of already doing it. But I didn't really know, per se, about the coaching opportunity. I think I had looked into it, but never really followed through. But I got curious, being on Facebook. They were posting that, I made a check, I made some money, and, I can do that. It's really, I'm already doing it, and I'm just not getting paid for it. And I was going to get a discount on a shake that I was drinking, so, like, win-win. There wasn't a contract to sign. I wasn't getting into, like, some cult or, you know what I mean? So it was just like, why not? It's just fitness, It's just sharing health with somebody, and I was already doing that, telling people.
How do you honestly represent this opportunity to somebody and make them feel like they can have the same success as you?
Well, I do get that question a lot. Like, well, you must be somebody who's in fitness. You must have had something going for you already. You must know somebody. I'm like, I was a stay-at-home mom. You look at my picture, and I was overweight, and I just started telling people as I started feeling better how I was feeling. And I took people on my journey. A lot of people came along with me, and they became customers of mine and started losing weight with me. And fast forward to a year, a lot of those people have now joined in with me because they've seen my progress, but they themselves have also had progress. And now it's just kind of growing because they're sharing it and I'm sharing it.
How does your husband feel about this whole thing? Tell me about his reaction.
My husband knew I had had success with the products, and he didn't really pay much attention to it. It was kind of like, she's doing this, and then it started to become more real as the checks came in and the checks grew. It's like the numbers thing, So, and I think he started to pay more attention to it, and he tried Shakeology, and he was like, I can't be that good, And he was like, this is good, and now he's sharing it with people. He's telling people.
Was there a moment or a particular check or any moment that all of a sudden he said, wow, honey, this is real income?
Recently, as they've gotten larger, we've been able to, I think back in April, I took a surprise trip to Disney World, took my kids to Disney World. And we've been able to go ahead and paint the house, and take a vacation with the kids and not be like, oh, we got to save up all year to do that. It's okay to do it, and if we want to spoil the kids a little bit, we're free to do that, which is really cool.
Sounds like it's all about the money.
No, it's not all about the money. I mean, the money is definitely a good, really, really good plus, and it turned into, somebody would send me a message and say, you helped me lose 5 pounds, or you inspired me today to get up and work out. Just because you said you were doing your workout, you inspired me to do that. And now I get messages from people who have lost 50 pounds, who have done like what I've done. That's the cool part about it. It's not just the income. I get to do something every day that makes me feel good because I'm helping other people.
What do you say to people though that say, I'm not a fitness expert, I'm not a nutrition expert, and I'm not ripped?
I get that question all the time, and I'm the perfect example. I'm not a fitness person. I'm not a nutritionist. And when I started, I wasn't ripped. I was on my journey still. And I tell people all the time, it's not about that. It's about sharing what you love and taking people and saying, look, I'm going to get healthy today. Would you join me? Because I know this works. Trust me, I'm going to help you. You're going to help me. We're going to help each other be accountable and get healthy.
Did you ever see a path that literally you could see on the horizon $1 million income?
No. Mm-mm.
Do you think I mean, honestly, and I'd be interested to know if you've ever thought about being a millionaire before you did this, like in realistic terms, and now if you think it's possible.
Well, I always had that vision of like, oh, it'd be cool to win the lottery and make $1 million. But since I've been doing this and more recently, I see that it's totally possible. It's totally there.
How's that feel?
It's crazy, It's just because of what I'm doing. It's something that is so positive and it makes me happy and something I look forward to doing every day. And it's amazing,
Well, you're doing such great things. One of the reasons that we wanted to come out here, obviously, was to get your story, find out what you're doing that is so successful, and also commemorate your success by giving you the first of hopefully what will be many trophies and symbols of your success. That is the Chairman's Challenge Trophy, and we hope you display it with pride and know that we're proud of you.
I absolutely will. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, great job, Hillary. And anybody who wonders if it's possible, Hillary Kelly is a good example that a little hard work in the game plan, and you too can help people get healthy and fit with Team Beachbody.